Hello y'all, this is Coach Lane. When you finish this video, you will be able to start reading defenses. Now what I'm about to show you will make you better not just at scoring points, but also at running our own defense. Mastering this will make you a little smarter basketball-wise than most of your other friends that play basketball. So your job today is to see the strong and weak points of a defense. I'm going to show you two. So to score more points, you must be able to read and recognize the opposing defensive schemes. So here on the screen is a half court, and I'm going to put 9 X's up here. Now defenders will be in 5 of these approximate areas where the X's are, but they have to leave 4 open. We only get 5 players, right? So find the 4 spots that are open. These are the weaknesses, and we're going to use those to help us. For example, if the opposing team has players in these 5 positions, what are their weaknesses? Where should we be shooting from? Look at the screen. You can see that the 4 corners of the court are not covered. These are the areas where we should be catching and shooting as much as possible. Here you can see some of your teammates lined up in this defense, known as a 1-3-1. Notice how the 4 corners are open, and we can attack this defense there. We're going to talk about 2 zone defenses that we'll see this season. Each will have its strengths and its weaknesses. Always follow the game plan, but if you're moving into an area, you can take a step or 2 to an empty spot on the court. We want our players in the spots where the defenders are not standing. Okay, let's look at an example of a defense we'll see this season. This is the 2-3 defense. It's called 2-3 because there are 2 defenders up front. We'll call these the guards, and there are 3 defenders in the next row, a center and 2 forwards. This defense tries to protect the middle, and if the players are doing it right, it makes it really tough to shoot from the inside because there are just too many defenders on the paint. The weakness of the 2-3 is the outside, like in 3-point range. A team running a 2-3 defense protects the middle at the expense of allowing 3-point shots. Since not a lot of kids at our age group are able to shoot 3-pointers, this is a pretty good gamble. So let's look at our 9 points on this defense. Do you see which 5 are covered by the defense? Okay. Now, which 4 are not covered? So here we're looking at the weak points. Take a few seconds to look. Can you point them out? So you'll see against the 2-3, the spots on the high post and some in the middle are the places that are the most weak, that are least covered on a 2-3 defense. So this is the place where we want to be catching and shooting the ball most often when we see this defense. Okay, next up, let's look at our own defense. We run a box. We might also call it a 1-2-2. I usually call it a box. We're going to use it that way. It kind of resembles a box if we were looking down from the ceiling. So like all defenses, our box 1 or our 1-2-2, our defense is strong in some places, and it has some of the places where we need to make sure we watch to make sure no one gets there. Everyone gets 5 players in the court. We just can't cover everything. Nobody can. So our plan is to put pressure on the dribbler as he comes across half court and lock down the places that he is most likely to pass. So most teams will come over the line and they'll pass to one of their guards around the top of the key. Your job is to mess up their pass. Just either knock it out of bounds or better yet, take it away, confiscate it. We plan on intercepting a few of these passes and taking them coast to coast anyway, so be ready to do that. You're going to make it hard for them to dribble, pass, and shoot without losing the ball to us. But note the 1-2-2. It's got its weaknesses like any other scheme, so we'll make our opponents crazy where they cross over mid-court, and at the 4 corners, you're going to be there to mess up their game plan. But as I said earlier, we can't cover everything. So we're covering the outside pretty well. We just have to watch the middle. Smart teams will try to send players to the middle against our defense to catch and shoot. We have to be ready to knock and block those passes and shots. In conclusion for now, remember each defense will have 5 strong points and 4 weak points. So congratulations, you're now reading defenses. This will go a long way in making you a player that knows the game better than your opponent. So I can't wait to see how we put this into a game and use it.